morning, everybody. Sorry, we're trying some new setups here, so it's taking just a minute, but I think we're getting it figured out. So this is baby Zoe. Her birthday was December 16th. So you can come here and you can cuddle with baby Zoe. We actually have 3 sloths here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. They are all 2-fingered sloths. I'm sure you've heard the term 2-toed sloth. The entire sloth community is working towards saying 2-fingered. And the reason for that is, if you'll notice, it's their front limbs that have the 2 versus the 3. So whether it's a 2-toed or 3-fingered, they all have the same number of digits on their back limbs. Sloths are really, really unique. They only use the bathroom once every 7 to 10 days. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? So when they use the bathroom, they come down out of the tree and they get on the ground and they do a little potty dance. And the reason they do that is they are getting the sloth moth up onto their fur. So they have a special relationship with the sloth moth in the wild. The sloth moth helps them maintain the bacteria count inside their gut. And that's actually how they digest their food. So humans and a lot of other animals, they use an enzymatic process. They use a bacterial process. So a sloth could actually die of starvation in the wild with a full stomach if they were too cold and that bacteria wasn't actually processing their food. Here they don't have to worry about that because they're kept in an environment 75 to 80 degrees and a 50% humidity. When they do come out of the tree and use the bathroom, they're going to lose 30% of their body weight. So could you imagine it, let's say you weigh 200 pounds, if you lost 30% of your body weight, you'd be losing 60 pounds. How crazy is that? So the 3 encounters that we offer here at the farm are sloth encounter, sloth snuggles, and sloth cuddles. And then also we just started another one, sloth keeper. So what that program is you get to spend time with all 3 sloths for 3 hours. It's pretty awesome. If you're coming by yourself, you do need to be 18 years old. If you're with an adult, you can be down to 13. And the reason for kind of the age restriction there is sitting quietly for 3 hours is not something that my 8-year-old could do. And I actually think that most adults might struggle with sitting still for 3 hours also. So you can see Zoe's enjoying a little bit of breakfast here. If you guys are just joining us, we're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. We're located in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. We have over 125 animals, including sloths, kangaroos, zebra, camels. And our camels are really cool, guys. So we have 2 camels here, Ed and Abu. Ed and Abu are both dromedary camels. And the easiest way to remember that is if you put a D over on its side, it would make 1 hump. Bactrian camels have the 2 humps, but we have the dromedary camels. Inside the camelid family, you also have llamas, alpacas, vicunas, and guanacos. We have llamas and alpacas here. We actually have some baby llamas and alpacas that are really cute. So we have Tyler, like Steven Tyler, dude looks like a lady. And then we also have Llama Del Rey. Llama Del Rey is pretty cool, and they're being bottle fed right now. Guys, some of the other stuff that we do also is kangaroo bottle feeding. That's right. You can bottle feed baby kangaroos here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. How awesome is that? I hope the sound and the picture's okay. If it's not, let me know. We're working on getting some other stuff so I can see some of these questions. But if you have a question, definitely go ahead and throw it in the chat or send us a DM, and we'll try to answer it. We do a lot of field trips here also. Kids love coming out. We've done some corporate events and some stuff for adults is like group events. So if you have any questions about field trips or larger events like that, just shoot us a message or an email and we'll work on getting it set up. We also do weddings here. Pretty cool. And we had a proposal, I think about a month ago in the Cuddle Cabin, and it was super cute. I think it was baby Dash was there helping out with the ring, and really cute. So Zoe is eating some rice here, and she's going to start transitioning her diet more towards the zucchini, squash, apple, and things like that. And we're slowly introducing that to her. We really don't rush anything here at Ocoee Riverside Farm, and we obviously don't rush the sloths. Nothing's going to rush a sloth. So another cool thing about sloths is that they have 46 ribs, 2 sets of 23. Inside their body cavity, their internal organs are actually connected to their ribs, basically a connective tissue. So when they're up in the tree and they're going out in that skinny branch and they're trying to go out there and they're trying to get that last little scrumptious leaf, what'll happen sometimes is maybe they misjudge how small that branch is. They might crash to the ground. But because God made them with 46 ribs, 2 sets of 23, and He designed them to withstand that fall, it's pretty amazing. Their biggest predator out in the wild is going to be big cats and harpy eagles, humans, and power lines. But let's say a big cat is like chasing them out on a limb. Some of those big cats weigh, 50, 60, 100 pounds. Sloths are usually only about 15 to 20 pounds in the wild. So what will happen is that big cat will cause both of them just to crash to the ground. Sloth's going to survive, and then that big cat is going to be dead. But the sloth's going to look over at the cat and go, ha, ha. And the sloth's going to be okay. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm, and we are feeding baby Zoe here. Baby Zoe turned 1 on December 16th. And this is her new area. So this is her new digs. It's her new dorm room. She's hanging out. She's got a bunch of trees here. This is her roommate. And what we use the little stuffy for back there is to transfer between people, because we want the sloths to be comfortable and relaxed and to have a great experience. I hope the sound and the video is okay for everybody. We're trying some new setups, so definitely send us a message and let us know if it's getting better or worse. We're trying to constantly improve for you guys. We're also going to be working on our YouTube playlists. So inside the playlist, when you look inside of YouTube, it's going to be designated by animals, right? And then inside of those playlists, we'll say that it's educational content and okay for kids. So that way, if you're a teacher or homeschool, or if your kids just like learning stuff, they'll be able to watch those videos and really learn about all the animals. It's really, really cool. So some of the other animals that we have here at the farm are kangaroos, llamas, camels, iguanas, zebra. We have a zebra. How cool is that? We have a zebra in Tennessee. I think it's awesome. So the zebra named Marty will eventually breed with Marley the donkey. So Marty and Marley are gonna make a zonkey. How cool is that? She's eating a little bit of rice here. It's got some sweet potatoes ground up. And I'm not sure if she needs a bib or what, but let's see. We're trying to give her a little bit of this apple too. You want some num-nums? She's got a good appetite. You guys are just joining us. We're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm, and this is baby Zoe. Baby Zoe is a two-fingered sloth. She turned 1 December 16th. Didn't you? Didn't you? Is that so yummy? I hope you guys can see okay. It's just me kind of trying to operate these cameras and feed Zoe at the same time. Hope everybody's staying warm out there, because when I drove in this morning it was about 12 degrees. So a little chilly, a little chilly. So sloths want their environment, and they need their environment to be between 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Their humidity also has to be at 50%, okay? So how we make sure that their humidity is correct is we mist the room, usually when they're not in it. But Flash is really cool, because what he'll do is, when it's nice and warm during the summer, he has an outside area that he can just crawl to whenever he wants, climb to. And he'll go outside, maybe in a warm rain, and just sit there and enjoy the warm rain falling on him. You know, he's all about that original outdoor shower. Some of the cool lodging options we have here at the farm are the covered wagons. And the covered wagons are really, really cool. They're right on the banks of the Ocoee River. So you can look out the front door of the wagon and see the Ocoee River. And then you can look out the back window, and you can look out over the farm and see camels and emus, zebra, kangaroos. So that's right, we have kangaroos. We have red kangaroos here. There are 4 outside in the main pasture, and one of them is Rough. And Rough really has the typical red, kind of a rust color that you would see like when you're watching shows from Australia or whatever. And the reason he's kind of got that coloring is because he's unneutered, right? So his hormones and that scent gland cause him to kind of turn that color. And you can see on the couple of the ladies out there in the field, Damani and Alora, that they have a little bit of red on them too, because Ruff's working on being a dad. So we're really excited to have some baby kangaroos born here on the farm. We also have 2 kangaroos that are just over, I think they're 14 months old, and that's Rosie and Josie. So you can come here and bottle feed Rosie and Josie. Are you done, sweetie? Are you done? I think she's done, guys. Give me just a second to get this off my hands and I'll kind of stand up. Hey, sweetie. They're not the cleanest eaters. They just kind of get all the stuff, and I'm left with it all over me. But that's a big reason that we disinfect our hands between touching different animals. So if you're coming here to visit, we ask that you not really wear any perfumes or strong colognes or deodorants, and that's because they have a very, very sensitive sense of smell. So she's going to be nuzzled right up to you. So if you want a sloth to just cuddle up next to you like this, so if you want a sloth and chill, this is pretty awesome. But like I was saying, we ask that you not wear any strong scents, perfumes, and also ladies, men, whomever, don't wear any hoop earrings when you come, because when she's just kind of moving her little arms around, she's not trying to hurt anything, but if you have big old things for her to grab on, she's gonna wanna grab onto those. So, no big hoop earrings and no necklaces. During the winter, most people have on some kind of long sleeve shirt like this or a hoodie, and that's definitely fine. And we actually recommend something over your shoulders because her little claws there, she's not trying to hurt, she's just wrapping around you. But if you have bare shoulders, sometimes it's a little uncomfortable, because especially if Zoe hears like a really loud sound or somebody scuffling their boots, and then she just kind of pulls it in tight. A lot of times when people watch these videos, they're like, oh, they're forcing them to be held. Not forcing Zoe to do anything. You should never hold wild sloths. You're going to ruin their biome. They don't want to be held. It's kind of like, imagine your best cat, what do you call them, Pickles. If you have a cat named Pickles or whatever, and always been with you, they're very friendly, right? But if you had a feral cat that's been out in the wild all the time and you go and pick it up, it's not going to work out too well for you. It's the same thing with Zoe. Zoe and several generations behind her have never been out in the wild, so they're not wild sloths. Zoe and Dash came from an expert veterinarian who has been breeding and studying and writing about sloths for over 30 years. So what we're able to do here at Ocoee Riverside Farm is let our animals act as ambassador animals and really be able to share all this amazing knowledge with people and let them hold sloths and be part of them. So the other two sloths that we have here at Ocoee Riverside Farm is Dash and Flash. So we have Flash, Dash, and Zoe. Pretty funny, right? We do have encounters with all three of those sloths. We don't have an encounter with this sloth, but we'll let you hang out with them. What we use that for is to transfer Zoe between different people, so then that way she just feels secure. Sloths love to hang on to stuff. So even when Flash goes to sleep, he kind of has bunk bed hammocks. A lot of times he'll lay on that bottom bunk, and then he'll reach up and put his arm up on the top one. Hope everybody's having a great day. If you want to come visit, check out our website, OcoeeRiversideFarm.com. You can book everything that you want to do there, whether it's cuddling a sloth, bottle feeding a kangaroo, riding a horse, riding a camel. It's all there. We also do birthday parties too. It's really cool. So if anybody's ever wanted a unicorn birthday party, you can do that here. And I don't know if you can hear that little sound, but there is a 3-banded armadillo kind of cruising around. And there's also a sulcata tortoise back there that's, I don't know, Franklin looks like he's going to come see us, but I don't know. Alright guys, I'm going to see if I can stand up, and then we might try to talk just a little bit more if Zoe's feeling it. And then she's going to go back to bed. Sloths sleep about 15 to 20 hours per day. So they are the most chill creatures ever. Alright, let's see if we can make this work. You checking out the camera, Zozo? I'm trying to raise this for everybody. I need, hey guys, we are open every day except Sunday. There are special days that we might be closed for an event or something like that. But just go to the website and check. And when you go to look at either lodging or encounter or whatever, when you select the date, it'll let you know if it's available or not. That's the best way to do it. I can't remember everything that's on the website, but luckily you can just go to the website and look. The beauty of technology, right? Let's see. Someone says, Do I have any clue that Zoe's a good climber? Zoe's a great climber. Zoe's Wonder. And Colby, if you want to stream while you're here, you are more than welcome to do that. I presume that you mean like live stream on social media. That's fine. We can set up some stuff for you. We do live stream about every encounter that we do here. So all of our staff here are movie stars. They just didn't know it yet. Right, Tatum?
Right. Waiting on that big check.
That's right. So Netflix, HBO, give us a call. Tatum needs to buy a vacation or spa day, right, Tatum?
Yeah, spa day. That's it.
Yeah. So if there's a spa out there that wants to sponsor Tatum, I think she'd be very appreciative. So I'm trying to turn a little bit so you guys can see baby Zoe. And she might actually start to climb on her own. She was doing a little bit yesterday, and I'm just letting her kind of get used to it. So sloths have very, very sensitive ears because their eyesight's horrible. So if you hold up your hand over your eye like this, that's how they're seen. It's pretty crazy, right? Again, we're located in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. We are on the banks of the Ocoee River. And the Ocoee River is where they had the 1996 Olympics. So if you're looking for other stuff to do while you're here at the farm, it's a great place for paddleboarding, rafting, kayaking, mountain biking. You gonna go for it though? You need to stand up a little bit more? She's thinking about it, guys. Can you reach? Wow. You got it. Oh, not feeling it yet. So I'm going to get a little bit closer. We're going to start to rotate the camera. And I'm going to try not to dump over the tripod. I think we got it. Let's see here. All right, there's that. There you go, Zozo. What do you think about that? Oh, so we're going to get her a little bit closer to her bed. And we're just letting her figure it out. We don't put pressure on our animals. We let them figure it out. We are licensed by the USDA. So we have a USDA exhibitor license. So the same that like a zoo would have. Oh, there she goes. Good job, Zoe. Oh, you gonna come back? I got you, girl. I got you. She's just figuring it out. Good job. Because we don't have any encounters today, I'm just letting her kind of figure out what she's doing. Making sure that the animals are comfortable. Okay?
Let me push you out of your bed, girl.
Do you see her sweet little face? Zoe, say good morning. How much does she weigh? I think Zoe's up to like, well, before poop, I think she's like 11 or 12 pounds. And after, she loses 30% of her body weight. So I'm going to try to back up just a little bit. So do you see how she's kind of pear-shaped right now? So after she uses the bathroom, then she'll slim up a little bit. So that's the reason we have to do two weighings. So one before she uses the bathroom and one after. It's pretty neat. Guys, a new encounter that we just opened up is Sloth Keeper. So you get to spend 3 hours with all 3 sloths. How cool is that? So it's gonna be Zoe, Flash, and Dash. Thinking about it? Oh, she loves to cuddle. She probably spent, I don't know, 3 months around Donna's neck. Is that what you think, Tatum?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So she got really accustomed to being around Donna's neck. And that's why she likes it so much. The reason that we don't hold Flash is he's never been held, and we would never force that on any of our animals. Sometimes if you go to different encounters in different places, not here, they'll actually remove the sloth's teeth. We're not going to do that. If a sloth doesn't want to be held, they're not going to be held. We're not taking out teeth. That is mean. I think it's mean. So let's see. You want to try it again, Zozo? There you go. What you thinking? How's it smell? Aw. Guys, like I was saying earlier, if you're coming for an encounter, please don't wear any strong perfumes or colognes or deodorants because their sense of smell is really, really strong. And we want the sloths to be comfortable. Also, do not wear any hoop earrings. So if you have hoop earrings on, the sloths aren't being mean, but they just see it as something to grab. I also do recommend wearing a long sleeve shirt because Zoe just is she's trying to grab something. She's licking my neck right now, but I'm just trying to encourage her not to do that. So that's the way that we look at things, is we're trying to encourage animals to do something versus discourage them. What are you thinking, Zoe? So I'm gonna come around from the other side because it's not as much of a jungle gym from over there, and we're gonna let her crawl in. I think everybody should be able to see okay from here. Again, if you have any questions, send us a message or look at our website, Ocoee Riverside Farm.com. I'm gonna swing around here. Guys, I kind of feel like Mr. Rogers, you know, when you like go in that tunnel and jump out in the train and that different make-believe land. That's what it feels like when I walk around here. Speaking of make-believe land, if you look at the camel condo, it has secret passageways, kind of like Narnia. So you go through a wardrobe, and there's bunk rooms. Kids love them. There's a secret tunnel. And you actually get flash for a roommate. So his enclosure is 2 stories and it goes all the way up. It's really cool. Let me move these cameras so you guys can see. Look at that, guys. She's all snuggled up. Hey, Zozo. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching and being a part of feeding Zoe with us. And if you want to do this, you can come here and do it. Go to OcoeeRiversideFarm.com. Have a great day and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.